Hey, this is a Yesterday's Moose production, and today we're playing Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Cloudy Mountain for the Intellivision. I'm playing this on an emulator, so it's calling itself Adventure, but that's not what I'm showing on the screen. I do have an Intellivision. There it is, over there. Look, that's a real Intellivision. Oh, wait, you want to look inside? Okay, let's look inside. Oh, there's nothing there. Fooled you. No, actually, I do have an Intellivision, and it looks like this. It's in pretty good condition, and I'm pretty sure that I have the Intellivision synthesized voice unit somewhere. So let's read a bit from the instruction book here. You control a three-man expedition of adventurers. Your object is to acquire the two halves of an ancient crown of kings hidden deep within the caverns of the legendary Cloudy Mountain. To reach the treasure, you must cross a hostile land. The obstacles are numerous. Your resources are courage, cunning, and three arrows. The rest you must find and fight to obtain. If you survive the wasteland and the creatures of the caves, you've traveled out of danger into even greater peril. For each half of the crown of kings is guarded by terror. The winged dragons keep their endless watch.
Advanced Dungeons and Dragons cartridge is designed to be played by one person against a computer. Two or more can play, however, by taking turns leading the expedition through each mountain.
So you can hear the sound of the dragon over there in the Cloudy Mountain. And here we have our map where we use the arrow keys to navigate around. I think I picked the easiest option. There's a locked gate. A red mountain will give us an axe. Purple mountain will give us a key. And the gray mountain gives us arrows. I like to go to those first. And it looks like we don't have a lot of options. We'll need the boat, maybe. We could avoid using the boat. It really depends on navigating. But first, let's go into the Gray Mountain. So imagine it's the 70s, and here you are in this dungeon. I always wondered if this was procedurally generated, as in all the dungeons were different, or if they were just specific layouts. Well, let me move away. I can hear that snake. It was really bugging me. Anyways, so are the dungeons just laid out the way they are already? And unless you're paying absolute attention and marking them all down or making a map or whatever, then they have a specific layout. Because you can never know, because they only unfold as you go through them, which is really awesome. The graphics are impressive even to this day, and whether or not these are procedurally generated dungeons doesn't really matter. Effectively, they may as well be, because you're never going to remember the layouts, I don't think. By the way, I just got more arrows, and if we press this button, it'll click for each arrow that we have. And it's a lot. I don't know how many that is. And those dots on the floor usually indicate that there's a rat nearby. They don't make any noise until you see them, that is. If you're ever unsure if there is a monster in the next area, you can just shoot your arrow. And the monsters are usually right in the center of the stage or area, so you can hit them. even off screen. By the way, bats don't do anything to you. They just fly around and they make a lot of noise, and that noise will obstruct the noise of other monsters like rats or snakes or dragons or anything else that makes a noise. Plus, they're very annoying. If you find spiders, they don't hurt you, but they will take your arrows, and that can be annoying. The blobs, we already saw one earlier. They are there over on the left. They're indestructible. You can't shoot them, and if you walk into them, it's usually insta-death. I've been able to avoid that on some occasions. I don't know how, but I think it's because I just touched the very edge and it wasn't enough to kill me. You have a certain amount of hit points. I have no idea how many they are, but you change color for the amount of times that you get hurt. I already have a lot of arrows, so I don't know why I'm going around looking for more. But at least I know where the exit is. Yeah, I figured there was going to be something there. Again, because of the dots on the floor. I think I can just exit. May as well just exit. Now, do I remember where the exit is? Hello, blob. There we go. So you can't just exit, you have to select exit. Now, I do want to go through the forest. So I guess I'll need an axe. And hopefully I'll find a boat. You don't always need all the items to get across the stage to the Cloudy Mountain. Oh, that's the noise of a snake. Oh, I know what shape that is. So it must be on the left. But it's a weird shape. It's this weird shape. So I can shoot around the corner if I let it come down. Why isn't it coming down? Oh, there we go. By the way, you can get hit by your own arrows, so be careful with the ricochet. There's the axe. So apparently my uncle would play this trying to minimize the amount of arrows that he would use or pick up and try to get through the game with only the 3 that you come with. Or at least that's what my grandmother told me. My uncle is the one who had the Intellivision and introduced me to the whole idea of gaming. So it was effectively the gaming system that I grew up with. Never had an Atari 2600, never even saw one until the mid 90s. And by that time, it was pretty much irrelevant. Everybody was into NES and Sega Master System and going on to the 16-bit generation. I did convince my mom to buy an Intellivision way after it was relevant, but eventually I ended up getting a Sega Master System because I saw a demo of it in the store. It was actually Transbot, where you transform from a spaceship to a robot. And it had multi scrolling backgrounds like parallax. And I was like, wow, on an 8-bit system, this crazy, crazy. And then the arcade version of Wonder Boy was something that I really enjoyed. And I saw that that was coming out for the Master System, and it's a near perfect translation from the arcade. So I was crazy for that system and got the 3D glasses, which were incredible. The 3D on that was amazing. I joke you not. But Intellivision is what it started it all, and then I really, really like this game. It's impressive what they were able to fit into this thing. This and B-17 Bomber. I'm just gonna look for the exit now. There we go. Hello, exit. Oh, I can get a boat right there. I don't need a key, do I? Do I need a key? If I do, I know where to get one. So let's go into the blue, because we want the boat. And those footprints on the floor indicate that there's a demon nearby. There it is. Doesn't make any noise. Fairly slow, easy to defeat. But it can sneak up on you. I was not expecting one there. Here's a boat. So you know what? Let's just get out of here. Why not? That was easy. I still have plenty of arrows. Looks like I might need to get a key. Can I get around it? I could just go through the gray here and avoid getting a key. But that's no fun. Let's get a key, right? Let's get a key. Need arrows, of course. How many arrows do I have now? Ah, somewhere between 1 and infinity. Oh, more arrows. No, don't count them. Pick them up. Dragon killed me. But now I'm just going to go immediately towards the dragon because I want it to go away. I still need the key. You know, they probably maybe could have implemented some background music, but at the time, background music in video games was not yet an established thing. Most likely because it took up a lot of space. And why would you use the space for music when you could just put it all in the game? Ah. Oh, I hear the dragon. Where is it, though? Where's that dragon noise? Not there. There we go. And we got the key. Okay, going towards the exit. There we are. Now we can backtrack. Oh no. Ah! I was shooting at him. Come on. That's the way. Uh-huh, uh-huh. I like it. All right. I want to use it at the door, but I have to go through this cave. I know. And we're back. Got one dude left, and we're finally at the cloudy mountain. But let's go through the locked door because we got the key. So the objective here is to get 2 halves of the crown, defeat 2 dragons, which may or may not have wings. I think they do, both of them. We don't want any noise. So we just need to find the 2 halves. That's it. And he only takes 3 hits. There's 1/2 of the crown. Okay, probably not that way. I really want to draw this out, but he is going to show up soon, I'm sure. I can already hear him. The over to the right? No. Oh, hello. I'm going to get the other half of the crown now and finish the game. And that's it. That's the other half of the crown. Now, not exit. Pick it up. And there you go. That's what you get for finishing the game. You get a crown, a blinking dot, and this screen, but without that rumbling, roaring, breathing of the dragon because it's been defeated. And that's the end of the game. So thank you very much for watching. This has been a Yesterday's Moose production, and I'll see you next time.